which is why Alexander the Pope said, God does not exist. Politicians united with religion. Christianity is one Bible, one Messiah, one God, one Christianity, but different doctrines and different sects. Omnia vincit veritas, truth conquers all. Greetings to each and every one of you. There is this question people always ask me. They always ask this question because there was this interview that I granted from one of the TV channels. In that interview, I said God does not exist. And people didn't understand when I said God does not exist because of our lenient understanding about existence. You see, nothing can exist without time and space. Should anything to exist, that thing need time and space. So time creates space and space creates time. You see, and God, which is the source of everything, cannot dwell within his creation. It cannot dwell within time and the space. So what I meant by God does not exist, what I mean, God does not exist in existence. It is existence that exists within God. It is time that exists within God. So everything that you see, it is emanated from God. Which is why Alexander the Pope said, all are but one suppendium whole, which body nature is, and God the soul. So everything you see, everything you can imagine, everything you can thought of, everything you can think about, everything that is in everything and everything that is in existence emanated from its source. Existence itself was emanated from something. You see, this is what we all should understand, that we 100% of mankind, humankind, we are not living in our true life, in our true self, in the truth. We are living in a life that was formed, was created for us, just because they wanted to dim and timid and limit our thinking. So even the water you drink, there is fluoride in your water. The purpose of the fluoride is to do what? Is to kill your brain, not to think beyond the box. And do not forget, politicians united with religion. So the pure religion has been tampered with, and it has now turned into political religion, which is why there are a lot of sects in the religious sector. Islam is one Islam, one Quran, one Prophet, one Allah, one Islam, but different sects. And all these sects use Quran, Hadith to prove their points. Christianity is one Bible, one Messiah, one God, one Christianity, but different doctrines and different sects. And they all use the Bible to prove their points. So, this thing also happened in African spirituality. So, now a lot of people think that if God should exist, because they see themselves as a lower and shallow beings, they can only exist within time and space. So they now equate that to God. God exists. So they don't even care that they are causing sin or they are creating sin. They don't even care that they are even creating blasphemy. That God dwells within time. God dwells within it. I mean, His creation. So it means if there is no time and space, automatically God cannot exist. And it is the rotation of the earth around the sun which creates time. And if the rotation of the earth around the sun that creates, which creates time, and time creates space, and space creates time. So automatically you are telling me that if there is no sun and earth to create 365 degrees per day, to create an hour, seconds, day, to create space, time, and existence, God cannot exist. And all these things are emanated from the source. And do not forget, everything that is in existence has a source. The earth has where it's sourced from. The sun has where it's sourced from. Everything that you see in this universe sourced from somewhere. So if you say God dwells in this existence, God lives in existence, and God is existing in the existence, it means God has a source. So all are but one supreme whole. Everything is the body of nature, is the body of God. Everything you can perceive, everything you can think about, anything at all you can think about, anything you can perceive, anything that needs time and space to be emanated from God. So existence projected from God. God does not need existence to be what? To be God. But existence need God to exist. Without God, existence is non-existence. Because God is motionless. God is uncreated. God is formless. God is non-gender. You can't say God is he, God is she. God is a neutral force. God does not speak your language. God speaks frequency. God speaks frequency. And you see, God is infinite. God is infinite. God does not have beginning. It does not have an end. So if you go to the Quran, I think Quran chapter 112, okay, chapter 112, there's a verse in the Quran that the scripture said, Qul huwa Allahu ahad, O Muhammad, tell them, the creator of the universe, okay, the source of the universe and the multi-universe, okay, is one. And that God, lam yalid wa lam yulad, that God did not give birth, and nobody gave birth to him. That God is not created, and nobody created and nobody created him. And that God does not looks like anything, and it does not resemble anybody. So you cannot say God looks like this. This thing looks like God. This thing is familiar with God. God is beyond that. So something that is beyond all these attributes, how then do you say it needs time and space to exist? You see, God, if you look at God, let me give an example. If you look at onion, you see onion has different layers in it. The first layer is big. From this first layer came the second layer. From the second layer came the third layer. From the third layer came the fourth, up to the last layer. So from God, everything was emanated. From God, everything was originated. From God, time was originated. From God, time was created. From God, space was originated. From God, space was created. So God does not need time and space. God does not need existence to be God, but space and time need God to exist. Shalom.